Hi everyone, I'm going to tie wetfly style pattern Damselfly for you. This is similar to the one I did with the bead chains, but if you're not in the liking of bead chain eyes Damselflies, then this is basically the same pattern. We just tie it a little bit differently. I use these as often, if not more often, than the bead chained ones. So we'll just start again. We're running the Hens BL 724 in a size 10. It's a bent in 1x strong wire, and it has a bent in point. And I like the bent in points for trout that really aerialize themselves. They have a tendency to stay in place considerably better than the round point or pinch down barbs. And they're just very, very effective. So we'll just start the thread and come down with touching turns down the hook shank. Come to the back of the bend. At this point we'll again take some chartreuse long neck hackle fibers. Again, about 15 to 20. We'll pinch them down in place. Take a few stragglers out. And then we'll just run touching turns with material staying on top. So as long as you get an even taper, if the material doesn't come far enough forward, don't worry, because we're going to terminate the body section 2/3 of the way up the hook shank in this situation. And again, I'm going to add now my olive perfect quill in a large, which indicates how thick the ribbing is, not the thickness of the material. And again, we'll position this just like we did the last one. Just make sure that its sticky side is facing up and not towards the hook itself. So we'll just follow with touching turns, moving down the hook shank. We'll open that up. So quite a few turns in the thread. We'll just get it to lay a little flatter. And okay, just take a few loose wraps and then spin this forward, and come back. And we'll remove the tag end. So we'll half hitch at this point. And again, now we can decide whether we want touching turns with body quill material or if we want open loose turns. So I show a bit more rib or undertone of the thread. we have that tied off, now we can remove the excess. And at this point I'll add in a few peacock herl. I'll add in about 4 or 5 strands. Just clean the ends off. And with the peacock herl, there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can rope it onto your thread if you like, or you can just twist it. I'm just going to rope it on just for fun. So once we have that there, now we can just a 3-knot whip or a half hitch. I'm just going to use up that frayed portion a bit. And now I'll just add in a partridge hackle, so I'll just find one that's the right length. I want it a bit leggy. If you look at that, that will come back down once it's wrapped almost to the back of the tail. So that's a good length. And grab it by the tip. And then add that. To this point here, leave everything in place. Don't cut or remove anything at this point. So we'll do what's called double hackling. We'll fold the fibers back on the stem, and we'll take 2 to 3 turns of the hackling material. Again, don't remove anything at this point. So there we got 3 turns at the head. Now we'll pull everything back and we'll build a small head. This locks all the material into place. It gives you a nice little bullet shaped head. Again, 2-knot whip finish. Pull that tight. Remove your thread. Remove your stem. Search out that tip. And you can cut or tear that away as well. So there you have just a good wet fly that'll mimic a damselfly. And if you like, you can finish it off with a little bit of head cement. So I hope you like that. It's definitely a great pattern. Very simple, easy to tie, just a classic collared wetfly. All we've done is extended the hook shank length to imitate the damselfly body by keeping it thin and narrow, building a small thorax with the peacock curl, and then the legginess is created by the hackle. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.